And welcome to the Freakquency Podcast with your boy, Joffrey Killer, baby. And I'm not going to talk like this the whole time, but I'm like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, buddy? So, let's get into this. As you see, is the thumbnail. It's crazy. This movie is just fucking wild, dude. And I debated, do I want to talk about it? I was like, yeah, I should do the Halloween, like a Halloween frequency episode of a random movie that I ran across today, actually. As a matter of fact, it's October 20, and it's at 4:22 that I'm recording this, and it's a freaking Sunday, and I just had a fucking crazy ass party. We went out to a party last night out in Grits, Virginia. It was a fucking cool ass event, you know. It was dope ass event. It was put on by my boy Matt Smith. It was a great show. Y'all see some of that footage will be coming here on the Joffrey Killer channel. But anyway, so this movie that I watched was like an hour and 30-some minutes or more. It was something like that. And I'm like, okay, let's see what this is about. Let's just pick a random movie, let's watch it, you know what I'm saying? But before we get into that, I'm going to send you down to 716 Wings if you're in Danville, Virginia. If you're coming through Danville, Virginia, or if you're just around Danville, Virginia, it's like in front of Skate Town, USA. It's a place called 716 Wings. It's an amazing restaurant. They have a stoner sandwich that me and my boy Joe, cool, y'all know him on here, on the podcast that we have on here, as well as the Frequency, of course. But anyway, so yeah, so great place to check out. We met this guy, met this wrestler Ricky Morton from there. So he's a fucking legend, and we met him there. It was wild, but yeah. So definitely go over there to Go type it. I'll put the link in the description. The Highest Fuck Podcast. Y'all go check us out over there. We talk about wrestling and all kinds of different other shit. And we're going to start getting some interviews in. And they're not going to be wrestling interviews. They're just going to be random interviews with artists, musicians, anything like that. And it's just going to be the Highest Fuck Podcast. The Highest Fuck on the fly interviews or something like that. The Highest Fuck interviews or something. And so we're going to be having one of those come out at some point. But anyway, enough of that. But anyway, this movie was just wild, man. Okay, so it's a low budget type movie, but it has some high qualities to it. Like it's high quality, and I really don't know how to describe it. And it wasn't shitty. The quality was really, it was good. I think it was the acting, but still, even then, it was good. So there was a lot about this movie because I like to see a little bit of good in everything. I like to find the positives that are and about everything that's negative or could be negative or just in general. And I'd have to just say that for that style of movie, the acting was perfect. And I guess it was perfect for that sense of that type of movie that it is. A B-rated, D-rated, whatever. Not even that. I don't know. You would have to just watch it. The Landlord. 2009 movie. And it's about a guy and him and his sister on this apartment complex deal, and they're landlords. But he bought some type of mystical thing from a shop or something, and he ended up getting two demons that lived with them, lived in them. Okay, and you're like, what the fuck, dude? You see the demons. One's a demon, and one's like this dog-looking, animal-looking demon. and she eats. They eat humans, and so he's got to basically get new tenants all the time to feed them because they're demons. It's just, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? You're like, okay, so, alright, so this is gonna be neat because we've got something kind of different here, where this man is basically living with a demon and living with, he's living with demons. They're from hell, and they have they use their portals to transport from hell to that apartment room, that specific room. And so the police have been on his case for a while as well, because of course people are missing, and the last time they've seen is there. So it does look kind of suspicious on this guy, and the cops are on his ass. They're trying to find him, they're trying to bust him. Well, they found him, but they're trying to bust him, but they can't never find any evidence, because the bodies get disposed of. The demons dispose the bodies properly. It's like, what the fuck? Like and subscribe. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell on. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to start doing some frequencies. At least, I'll put out, I've got a couple movies that I want to talk about that, I'll put out to end the month, since I've been busy with the other channels. I've been busy with Lick My Plate gaming, and I've been busy with my High as Fuck podcast deal, and just busy with those accounts in general, and making sure they have the Halloween content that I need, and then I'll be dropping, of course, this right here you're listening to right now, of me talking about Landlord, reviewing it, talking about it, kind of giving you an idea before you watch it. And I mean, I think, I was like, what the fuck am I watching the whole time? But I steadily watched it. And no, I didn't have to watch all of it. I didn't have to watch the whole movie. I didn't have to finish it, but I finished it because it was interesting. But it was so fucking weird, y'all. Oh man, this movie is so fucking weird. Like, I can't describe how weird this movie was, with a green demon. This skinny man is like a green demon, right? And that dog face, It's on YouTube, guys. It's on YouTube. Y'all can check this movie out on YouTube. I'll do that. I'll put the link in the description. I'll put the actual it'll be in the description, and you can just go click the movie itself. So that'd be that. That'd be good. Put the link in the description. Yeah, I'll put the link to that. Anyway, and so y'all can either you can watch the movie and then come back for the review, or you can hear my review. If what I'm saying is intriguing you to go check it out, then you can hit the link and watch the movie yourself, is what I'm trying to say. It's going to be right there in the description. Man, so this movie just went everywhere, just, it stayed in this building the whole time. But there are also times where, you saw, his sister, she was a police officer and shit, has kids, police officer, wife, all that stuff going. And she's a kind of a crooked cop, and she's working with, and this is going to throw y'all for a loop, they're working with, in cahoots with, vampires. Fucking vampires, dude. They have all things. They ain't just two things. It's their whole mouth that looks like Baraka from fucking Mortal Kombat, dude. Like, what the fuck is going on now? So now we got the Lost Boys type shit with two demons, vampires. The vampires are cleaning up the streets or something. I don't get the fucking point of that. So they're going in there. At one point, they went in and they killed these drug addicts. They were drug addicts, and whatever, and they killed them, and then there was some kids that was killed, and then there was man, and so they had to deal with the vampires as well. Yeah, I mean, this just sounds crazy, right? I sound like I'm just ranting about some crazy ass, dream I had or something, rambling on about something that you would think, but watch the movie, you'll know that I ain't full of shit, man. That shit is fucking, it's wild. And if you can get through like what would consider it a bad movie, if you can get through that, I think it's a good watch, and I think it's definitely a watch, because it's Halloween, and not every movie needs to be serious, and sometimes you can get some really good movies out of shitty movies. And I'm not gonna say this movie's horrible. It might be something I'll watch again, like maybe next year I'll revisit it, something like that. Maybe I revisit it like every year, like once a year or something like that. It's not something that I'm trying to seek out and watch again. But yeah, so I mean, just, you had vampires, demons, what the, and the cops are on his trail. Cops die. I mean, it's just so much in this movie, though. For real, it's just so much in this movie that of course it makes sense. It's kind of simple to make sense of it. I mean, he's got to get new tenants and whatever. Then he comes across this girl that moves in, because she's this weird dude. She was in this one hotel room, trying to get a hotel room, and they were just being fucking weird, man. The guy behind the counter was a vampire, and the one dude comes in, he's like, "We don't serve to you," and whatever, and he's talking shit to this one guy, and then these two drunk people come in trying to get a room so they can have sex, and then she gets cussed out, so she ends up going from there to finding this guy with his room for rent or whatever. She pays him cash straight up. Also, his sister got lots of money. Like, she has the money because she does all those deals, being that type of cop. She's even cheating on her husband with the cop that her partner in the cop world. So you got that. There's a sex scene. There's oral sex scene, really. Basically, you don't see nothing, but you see the action. I mean, it's just, the brother, the main character kind of reminds me of Meat Canyon a little bit, like his brother or something. He reminds me of somebody too. It reminds me of somebody else too. I mean, I don't know. He's just got this face that you've seen before. I feel like, yeah. I mean, that. Oh my God. Then it gets to. I mean, they literally eating these body parts, and the body parts were fake as fuck. So in the beginning of the movie, I was like, "Oh my God, what the fuck? This is some shitty shit." The body parts are like those body parts you buy from fucking like Spirit of Halloween or something like that, props, and they're fake when you walk up on them. Like, in a movie, you would think the props would look real as hell, right? So I'm thinking they went for that type of movie to where it's like, it's fake and whatever. Like, it just, maybe they were going for that, and whatever they were going for, they nailed it. But see, I like movies like this in a sense, I am still saying, like, what the fuck did I just watch? Like, what was that? That movie was like, what? But I mean, I guess overall, I mean, it was a good watch, because I said it's Halloween, and I think Halloween is just the time to watch any type of horror movie. Just that gives you more of an excuse to be like, okay, I'm gonna check this movie out. As dumb as it might be, but I might need a creepy, funny movie, or something that's funny, scary, or scary, funny, or however you want to say it. Like, it's funny, but it's scary. Like, it's like scary-esque, but funny. Like, I say, yeah, definitely. This is a good watch. I mean, it's definitely a watch. At least, like I said, once a year. It got to the point. Let's see what else when they started using the portal to hell to get rid of the body parts, get rid of all the evidence. They did do that. And the landlord, he could literally summon it anytime he wanted to. That was wild. And then something happened where what I was saying with the woman that moves in, she ends up seeing them too, and she ends up like not getting killed by them somehow, and they just end up keeping her alive, or something goes on with that. She ends up getting pregnant, and then they end up keeping the baby or whatever. And I don't know, they were gonna keep the baby, raise it up, and eat it. So I'm saying, like, this movie was fucking weird, dude. They were gonna eat the baby. They were gonna raise it up and eat it. But they had promised not to eat children or to kill children or whatever, But yeah. So I mean, like I said, this movie is fucking weird. And when you're just using all kinds of different freaking, you're using all, man, it's so much, man, this movie's so fucking weird, guys. Like, definitely check it out. What else, man? There's so much to it, man. Damn, man. Like, it's just, it's so funny, though. The movie is so fucking hilarious that it's, I don't know how to describe it anymore. Like, it's just a wild ass fucking movie, and you get like all this shit's happening, murders left and right, missing people, like 16 or whatever number it was a lot. Fucking people that they had murdered, and they had murdered before the movie even starts. So if you think about it in a real sense, then this has been going on. This movie just is picking up from, like, but man, what else will I say about it? It kind of made me remind me of Little Monsters too, with the kind of like the demon type look and all that. I can't really even hate on the makeup job of it, because the makeup job was really good on it. Fantastic. I don't know. And it's just good prosthetics, good stuff they used for the characters and all that. Like 2009 too, so I mean, it's an old movie, but it's not. I feel like this movie would have done well, like 70s, or even the 80s, really, I think it would have worked really good then, with certain actors maybe, or whatever. But still, y'all go check that movie out. We'll be wrapping this up, but we had a blast last night at Hazy Halloween event out there in Grits, Virginia. It was a great time. Me and Joe got high as fuck and played music, and all of that's gonna be coming out too at some point, and y'all be checking it out and whatever. But it was just like we did some jam sessions there with some guys, and it was really dope. But yeah, this movie was crazy. It ended up being, at the end, like his sister ended up becoming a vampire and leaving her husband, and I guess the kids or whatnot. The kids got possessed. Freaking. She moves away, he moves away, like, I guess they got rid of the demons. I don't really fucking know, man. That movie was wild. But yeah, y'all go check it out, Landlord, 2009. It's in here. Y'all see it in the description. It's down below. Like and subscribe. And holla at your boy. This has been The Freakquency with your boy Matt Jackson, Joffrey Killer. Much love. Out. Like chicken grease and Elvis Presley and everything else like that. But yeah, definitely like and subscribe, buddy ball.